And that many central medical stores. The Akano Yamasem, the Akano, I am Penifua, a mama won't cry. So, back when you patch no, na we do one masem asema. We a sika na omashino, oma fa wu ombotum. Ba na oma fa wu ombotum dada. Oma she de twaja atum. Ba me sembu se na biom se. Tampa na course unti Ghana Police Service. And for no why na invite woman na why na arrest woman. And you know sign bail ma woman. And I want sign bail ma woman. Ghana National Fire Service report no away. Ghana National Fire Service for report. Our central medical stores no say report no me say we send for the third time say report no away. Obani Brangezi. We na one year boss, what die your boss? Me bisau. Because when I winning baby a report no Obani Brangezi. Chief Fire Officer Ghana Obani Brangezi. Ghana Fire Service from a report no away. Then till I'm so. Report no way. Ghana Fire Service. BNI as your report. And also away. Sika ya ka ho asem sesei. Ayo buso ya kan. Anya sika ketwa. Demetimi atena ho. Sa obi emfa sika no ni. Obi entwa jantum. Na yemfa enura I expire. That's my worry. That's my problem. That's my cry. Sa enura no I expire no. Ghana for one crossing here, when we are more. It's a young fellow do a saying common on Ghana Statistical Service of Family says, or man, any 10,000 a year. 10,000. The way I am so class on catch up and say, we have for to from every weekend be a crumha, yes, any Pacrano, yes, 156 every weekend, Ghana. You say the 156. Tis an araki. And you are performing on Quasian, the fool, the one in the one go on yam, the Wayaran. Over hospital, Passatamon, the Mamano, Passatamon Kutana, Fufra. Now, Tasani, yes, on my ya, and an intention. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Anya kwa mbaba ye mrogo brother me ma na agino ness trainedness anya kwancha ness or training college nursing training college agi was a professional nurse me papa a drug technician a check as one fa be one fa yi and I call us and come eti no wa de me hudu o me fie me ni maduro ma ko hospital me hu aduro. But I am a yo, I will say, yo. So, one mammy yare, now it's a brochure. Now this is cab man or mammy, sir, but you are to no uncle hospital. No, back hospital. No, Drona Yandiamano, I expire 3 months. Because Obi want a private pharmacy shop. Mindrona, I expire no, or the Aquacofa Volta Impact, so. Now what the brother could go on far by the expire no and you could go on the shop. No what turn a body and D and your cicada and the number yambe check out yambe yokro. It's a take Woko hospital and I catch us health insurance and draw away a good hot. And so there's a pharmacy shop close to the hospital. A health insurance na medical health insurance no akọ hospital de me card na to ho hwe me no ye wie ya na doctor no ana nurse no wo ko pharmacy shop na wo aban hospital ho na me ya ka tro se eduo ni bi ho wo beto ana na wo so se wo bewu na wa je so ho ba wo boa enuo no ya sesa for central medical stores na dia begu private pharmacy shop through voter impacts na wo no ma to nduro no e de amaye meanwhile yenya ye to ya jeje aban dia kwakra sa nduro no na yewu tie ya na ya sense se nduro no dia aside dia expire no na ya de ko yan fa ko hospitals akese no because how do I minister tinkrai abako hobo so right tinkrai ko hobo ala sabe fia tinkrai okoha obo bagwin tinkrai okoha obo yele chere tinkrai okoha obo kwakwajima nemu so aba foforo okoha obo tenamesa deputy okoha obo entene yan fa nko ne dia ko klase esrem infantin klase krapim klase asantin klase enkran klase na yenya konom eti wona mo ha abowa obakwa krade asena mpanifo ho na omana si na tatai omo no expired drugs but then ye hwin ebani san ye tso man ye di $80 million krandro na minister be kase yankwohwe nnuo no na yamra ne sample na hwe $80 million na yabani ya be catch minister and say minister we are sorry nnuo na e ba ye no I expire 3 months as a year kraba enti when a class andro no and then no bo ndita be ya won say o papa ka ho o ma no so ka ho ma ba o ndi say $80 million and the crowd blow agbadu Ghana na minister ma order say mon ko fa nnuo no ko be mbra me na me hwe timi ahonyame hata so nim akokacha say right say we are sorry and no na ye kokra ba ye with $80 million no sa nduro no expire 3 months as I do ba and no na expire no so ayehu abusuye ha o maina ye timi no ho say ye be kon say ya re dia wonim be be free be bow obewu everybody said you to 12.6 million Ghana cedis. Ekokra enro. Na ya kache say answer enro no ebedu Ghana na expire 2 weeks. Na no so expire 2 weeks. Everybody said you need 24.9 million Ghana cedis. Ekokra enro. Ni say enro no who central medical stores ho. How? Yay. 24.9 million Ghana cedis. If I go Canada, 240 billion. Young more damn, young to me here. Yari and your team. What 240.9 billion? Echo can grow. Now I catch him say, no, now, Quacrian, what you shall who Abba. Who born dog. Now, in yes, I will say, when they can pay £4 million. Was also the £7 million I bet only 11 million. Now US first one $7 million. Now you to me as a sign running your football and you come now or be private pharmacy shops on to now on any brother expire no you found through voter impacts. Now you found now for you found common class for now class for no now it's a night to come ha. I am one of your so bad what airport on a cover. But I won't know in command, mammy. But I won't know in command, sister. But I won't. It's a my dear say, you don't want to feel no trouble, say, pa, who call airport to her, who could share beer, and near my woman, your money and focus share more airport, and you know. Because a girl in the man, no man, and Yaran caught, never panum and caught with a room and caught. See the answer, Mammy, we didn't have a try. Madame from the Bible, or bad meton, no, Namadia Brow. It is a say, who do you report to her? But Sylvia, young champ, any panum, position, and never good trolley, so, and from Buka, I have a fan. How I know I buy the bargain, but I only see the Jimbo, and when I have a Jimbo, and Miss Arnold, says, no one on the money. because in Luna, yeah, Tobra Yeno, to be showing a million catch him say $80 million. And when I expire 3 months, as a club of woman. But the catch was a no former procurement officer, no Ministry of Health, or no voter impacts here and there. Maka, the catch was a mechanism. We don't the position here. What will the Ministry of Health? Former procurement officer of the Ministry of Health, he owns Volta Impex. At the time, I want to $5 million, 50 billion. So I want to print prescription forms. One quite short works. I want to buy a doctor. Say, I didn't use a deal with any papano. Now, papano, 50 billion or much of 40 billion. Because someone say 1 million penny, 10 billion. Somebody catch a 40 billion. As so many years from Ministry of Health, this procurement officer wrote to defend them and said that women from 20 years because women are 40 billion. Watch it. Or that's all. I found you so cool. Convert my memory. So calling the Copanabra. Where on your minister, Mandika Katos and catch a father, your woman, sir, and getting government officials say, I'm sure you will be cool. Any part way on your minister, on your MP, on your DC, on your abandoned apprentice in the quarter, or a catch it, or some sort of government official. It is a Obama car a GV green plate. It is always a GV plate green neighbor, not double traffic so for person for the man say, woman because or you are buying government official near being local, meanwhile no quackumi. The government no Copepa Panabra. I know one casa, why wouldn't me dada, Mayobi. Any part of Sublima. And then we won't do one person. So you go 40, maybe a 4 8. That's what primarily not what percent or minor a year. One company check where Mr. James Benjamin Annan, no a pharmacist systems analyst, or a pharmacist and system analyst. Our central medical stores where you want a bar, one a word kind of what a team, one a wakra at the bar. Papa or Koma, Mukaweno, my body. Or James Benjamin Annan, or a pharmacist and systems analyst. Our central medical stores, but we are not. And then what do you need? The apostle Mr. Peter Atiaba Ada, no your storekeeper. I don't know what you come on 300,000 Ghana cedis, 3 billion. I'm not saying that no, or why for no money paper for Framano to know why not their quarter or why not their tarry. Your prince man to know the date now expire or hono. You the quick run as well. You stick a man to wire. Say I expire by 3 months. Not just say a man stick a for a factor who's a couple 2 years as I expire. No, why not their tarry them, no their tarry them, no their tarry them. Your friend, Mr. Peter Tiaba Ada, no storekeeper, the woman no do hono. No question. Number 2 Kasa. Number 2 can you person can offer pro now side that pro your man will show no man fire yamaba we did not fire yamaba who not to or come namunchino my Victoria Emmy a senior supply officer of the project stores. Only a senior supply officer. One who didn't run a expire, so penny at Yabayania, one who let him in the concurrency. Mungo Namunchino. Mungo Dada. Mungo Peno, Namunchino. The Autosubium, your friend, Mr. Matthias, Senaye. Or that's one, Senaye, your horses here, Mukasi, or that Central Medical, or to horses here. Only a Unimasmoka, or see, on the moon soon get. The man is saying that he was used. Senaya is still there. to ose ono de when you soon keke no him say na baba. But Senaya is still sitting there working, being paid by the state. Oto? And you soon money then he needs to tell us more. And we are many catch say radio station that can very well. What you can call. But the police for children na you treat na call you man tell say first you have to talk through. You talk to see what to get them the trip akumi ansa na num ho na be hu say yes am no. We am power fi biam talk through. Mon kwache sana ye. Abanja ba ko ha fan Abdul Karim. The popular name fan ho dongo. The fan dongo. Abdul Karim kono she. Mon ko bisa Abdul Karim so oyede na wu sa ho be she. Nti onu tin gwa ho ko yin ni niam na sa tu moto ko si abonten sa ho be she nche. Mon ko bisa Abdul Karim. The Otosu Edium I am Mr. Kwame Foley, or your warehouse manager in charge of general pharmaceuticals. Mokwa na mo chisa kwa we. Ono ena enuro aya yenua yetanum malaria mblo paracetamol folic acid why ono na sign na ojutum se mblo ni ye papa enti sa na tie dia dey no hu ye won no ho a enura I expire 3 months before importation otu sign say ye papa ka 2 years as I expire no go bisa no oju scan be saying because Samuel Dogbe catch say say na adaka bi si ho sika wom na adaka bi si ho sika wom na man kwanko yi asa koso bene de Openi Ibrahim Laye Mante or your line warehouse manager or sanso general pharmaceutical unit ho ono ene Mr. Kwame Foley nko sa wano mese nko pa won che won because you intimate ho say ya sabe say ya nyam ya nyam noi ya nipa but you jini no doso adoso the Otosunium I am Mr. Peter Ekojima da ho Jima oto aka kwa nyanya me na ya dom ofukuma se ba transfer won kai be nipa bom sem sei Tande tia Canada. Cobra na baye. Fi kuma se ba ha be some friend say won cry. Pe kukum Ghana for na wunni no se. Won gwa asante no. Obi mo edu expire. Around there. Alhaji receive Inwa or your acting head of the Central Medical Stores. Patrolman Komisan say America fund was 7 million. Any side contract now, Volta Impacts for sign and I don't know whom. When you ask him, say, go and ask him. On the head, the acting head of the Central Medical Stores. Patrolman Komisan no money. So 263 million Ghana cedis, malaria, diabetes, any Ebola in Roma, ya krababu hono, and ya dying and running the blue, and so you say, a Johnny told me like a whole ash here. Go and ask him. Opani Dusu Abdul Karim, or your principal pharmacist, and a warehouse manager. Mugobusan. Miss Gifty Esi Mankata. Or your warehouse manager. To say warehouse manager, Sinano, because when you didn't put a pan, or Massa Modobe, a Kajato Central Medical Stores. And I go for Kakra, Asante for Kakra, Slim for Kakra, a Crapin for Kakra, yea, Sanaya for Grasaya for your Hadaho. Vota Rentono Kawamu Kakra and Latte for the Free Latte for one could be clapping for Latte clapping for Kakra and a Fanta for Kakra. No, I can see in the moon some fun to sell Ghana. But, am I says Uncle Free and Yanya Wamushi? by a head you could buy a minimum body na ye but you mamia your friend Marietta upon Brew or your Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana wa buy no twem kodim or can send it me na yamfa ya gen ankoso mamene na kan yo ba yamfa ya gen ankoso on January 13, 2015 me kan onunu ntro the Central Medical Stores was consumed by fire, resulting in the destruction of medical supplies and equipment. At a press conference in Accra yesterday, referring to that time, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Mrs. Marietta Brew-Wapia, said the arsonist, they say it may identify, was believed to have been paid. The arsonist was believed to have been paid to set the fire in order to destroy the evidence for an investigation that was to be conducted by the Economic and Organized Crime Office into suspected corruption at the Central Medical Stores. I may say, or lawyer, and or sansu ya abai lawyer penny, or say, a new panel try to do some double, the trianica. Tis all that I am a catcher from the beginning, sir, or say, I bet can be shower, Sika, women, coffin cigar. Nyamina try and convince Gary Nashi and into what over no. Mamma to a problem like Nyam Kai on a cast assembly 13 January 2015. Say Nipo yes and the Kian Casa on Jantum. She said Dogbe was currently at large and was being sought after by the national security agencies. Dogbe no Wegani. International security for Epeno. The government has directed the Police Criminal Investigations Department (CID) to declare Dogbe wanted and take the necessary steps, including seeking the assistance of Interpol to effect his arrest. She said the findings of the investigations identify the officials as being part of a network responsible for the systemic theft of large quantities of medical supplies and irregularities in the procurement and allocations to health institutions. Or say, some reporting from she explained that the fire was aimed at destroying evidence of suspected theft, massive fraud, and irregularities in the procurement and distribution of medical supplies involving senior management and junior staff at the Central Medical Stores who were in charge of distributing fake medicines. Let them try. By a taboo upon natural assembly. Says Uncle Forinano, one, number two, massive fraud. Or your Attorney General. On any packet or cast fraud and fraud, massive fraud and irregularities in the procurement and distribution of medical supplies, including fake medicines. Mrs. Blue said Iroko had been taxed by the government to investigate the circumstances surrounding the expiration of large quantities of drugs at the CMS, that's the Central Medical Stores. Say, on Tessie, until Abaya Sheko, so and no I expire. A stock count of all the medical consumables was therefore scheduled for January 13, 2015, the same day the outbreak occurred. Mesha said me catch all that. Say mami shall reality here and that say one call from Dana team no kwado Dana neja eto sade ma opani Samuel Dogbe eche jatum no catch on say me sika hoyama ne nkofa no wato wuram ombaye. Mrs. Brewer-Paul said the government had directed the CID to collaborate with the Bureau of National Investigations to prepare appropriate dockets for each of the officers, their collaborators and accomplices, named or unnamed, in the report for prosecution at the instance of the Attorney General. Everyone saying, did the CID do this? Did they do it? Everyone said the CID going to prepare docket in Ango. Everyone said the prosecutor here. My minimum recommendations. The minister said government had accepted certain modified recommendations made in the report. The recommendations include a request for a proper forensic audit to unearth the extent to which consumables and non-consumable drugs have been diverted. Say, a really ha. Ya said that Daniel from say Central Medical Stores. You be 20. That is expected to cover the distribution of mosquito nets meant for the various regional health medical stores and district health institutions. Mrs. Brewer-Paul said government had therefore directed the Minister of Health, in consultation with the Auditor General, to constitute a special task force to conduct the audit using the framework of the Audit Service Act 2000 and Act 584. The report recommended that the audit should be conducted into transactions between Volta Impex and the Ministry of Health. You see, and also, I'm sure we'll publish it on Adom Online. We'll publish it on Adom Online. We'll put this whole thing from Marietta Brewer-Paul on Adom Online. We'll publish it on Adom Online. You go to Adom Online and you read it for yourself. And I want to say again, the government officials, let me repeat that part. And I want to repeat again that the Central Medical Stores was set ablaze by government officials. The Central Medical Stores was set ablaze by government officials. When you're party people, when you're party for, when you're government officials, you are buying a trianka. Marietta Brewer-Paul, Attorney General, Aka, my sense say that place was set on fire by state government officials.